Comparing Azure Synapse Client Library versus alternatives is an essential step in choosing the right tool for your data analytics needs. To begin, let's define what Azure Synapse is. It is a limitless analytics service that brings enterprise data warehousing and big data analytics together. The Azure Synapse Client Library is a set of APIs and software development kits that allow developers to interact with Azure Synapse from their applications. It provides a convenient way to manage and analyze data in Azure Synapse. Alternatives to the Azure Synapse Client Library include other data analytics platforms such as Amazon Redshift, Google BigQuery, and Snowflake. Each of these alternatives has its own client library and APIs that allow developers to interact with them. When comparing the Azure Synapse Client Library to its alternatives, there are several key factors to consider. The first factor is compatibility. The Azure Synapse Client Library is designed to work seamlessly with Azure Synapse, but it may not be compatible with other data analytics platforms. Another factor to consider is scalability. The Azure Synapse Client Library is designed to handle large amounts of data and scale to meet the needs of big data analytics. Security is also an important consideration. The Azure Synapse Client Library provides robust security features to protect data and prevent unauthorized access. In terms of cost, the Azure Synapse Client Library is included in the cost of Azure Synapse, but alternatives may have additional costs for their client libraries and APIs. To get started with the Azure Synapse Client Library, you need to install the relevant software development kit for your programming language of choice. Then you can use the APIs to connect to Azure Synapse and start managing and analyzing your data. Best practices for using the Azure Synapse Client Library include following standard security protocols, optimizing queries for performance, and monitoring usage to stay within cost limits. In conclusion, the Azure Synapse Client Library is a powerful tool for interacting with Azure Synapse, but it is essential to compare it to its alternatives and consider factors such as compatibility, scalability, security, and cost by following best practices and using the Azure Synapse Client Library effectively. You can unlock the full potential of your data analytics platform.